Hello everyone, welcome back to Horror Talks with Tate. I'm Tate, your host, and I'm thrilled to have you join me once again. In this podcast, we dive deep into the intricate plots, rich character development, thematic elements, director cuts, and so much more within the horror genre. Have you ever wondered what it takes to survive the first day of a disastrous event? Well, you're in luck. In this episode, we'll be delving into the latest installment of a grippy survival movie series, A Quiet Place. The newest release, titled A Quiet Place Day 1, has just hit the screens, and we're here to break it all down for you. A Quiet Place Day 1 serves as a prequel to the original film, offering the reventing look at the first terrifying day where the Death Angels arrive on Earth. We'll be exploring the film's plot details, analyzing its theme, and uncover the connection to the rest of the franchise. So, without further ado, let's get into the spooky summaries and discuss all the spine-chilling elements of A Quiet Place Day 1. Let's begin this segment with the plot details. Our story centers around a terminally ill woman named Sam who takes a walk around New York City. As she navigates the bustling streets, an unexpected and terrifying events unfold. Creatures begin to descend upon Earth, launching a full-scale attack on humanity. In the midst of this chaos, Sam must find a way to escape and survive. The themes of this movie are rich and differing, encompassing drama, survival horror, and the post-apocalypse genre. Each of these elements intertwines to create a gripping and emotionally charged narrative that keeps viewers on the edge of their seats. In terms of its connection to previous films, this movie serves as a prequel to the first installment. It delves into the events leading up to the opening disaster, providing a deeper understanding of how the situation began and the origin of the creatures that now threaten humanity. Now, let's move on to discrete directors and uncover the creative minds behind this film. We'll explore who directed and wrote the movie, as well as dive into the captivating behind-the-scenes history that brought this chilling story to life. The movie was directed by Michael Sarnoski and written by John Krasinski and Sarnoski himself. The director ensured this movie was as exceptional as his previous works, using advanced technology for stunning graphical effects and CGI. The actors and their characters are as follows: Lupita Nyong'o as Samira, aka Sam, Joseph Quinn as Eric, and Alex Wolff as Ruben. The actors' performances were truly remarkable, especially considering they had to carry so much motion and tension while remaining almost completely silent. Their ability to perform under such unique restrictions laid a layer of intensity and realism to the film. The story itself is masterfully crafted, with the silence and sound design playing pivotal roles in how the audience experience the characters' struggle for survival. The balance between quiet moments and sudden noises creates an atmosphere of constant suspense, making viewers anticipate every next move. During development, the filmmakers intentionally planned to shoot the film in London, but decided to set the story in New York City. The cinematographic beautifully captures the essence of New York, enhancing the film's visual storytelling. The sound designs is a standout feature, meticulously crafted into alternate between complete silence and sudden bursts of noise, keeping the audience on edge. This approach heightens the sense of danger and unpredictability, making every scene feel impactful. The musical score further intensifies the film's terrifying scenes and jump scares, drawing fans into the story's suspenseful atmosphere. CGI was currently used to create the Death Angels and to portray the cityscape of New York, both of which looks impressively realistic and adds to the film's immersive quality. Filming began on February 6 in London, which, like I said, the film is set in New York City, and was completed in April 11, 2023. The film was released in June 27, 2024, with the budget of $67 million and achieved a box office gross of $98.5 million. It received positive reviews, earning an IMDb score of 6.8 out of 10 and a Rotten Tomatoes score of 84%. A Quiet Place Day One has received critical acclaims and some notable awards. At the 2024 CinemaCon Big Screen Achievement Awards, Lupita Nyong'o received a Star of the Year award, and Joseph Quinn was honored with the Breakthrough Performer of the Year award for their performance in the film. About the foreshadowing, there was a character in this film that was in A Quiet Place Part 2, and his name now revealed as Henry. Now, you might recognize him. He was from the island in A Quiet Place Part 2, where he got killed by a death angel inside a shed, which is actually a studio. So be sure to check it out and see that movie to see him again. Now, horror fans, it's time for the Insane Insiders for the fun facts and similarities of the movie. When discussing the similarities of the movie, several key elements stands out. The engaging storyline, the unique and terrifying creatures, the intense survival plots, and the well-defined role of the characters. Each of these components contributes to the cohesive and thrilling cinematic experience. There are also numerous hidden Easter eggs throughout the movie. However, uncovering these might spoil some surprise since the movie has already came out, and I haven't been able to catch them all myself. So, it's fine. As for the fun facts about the movie, the filmmakers went to great length of creating an authentic setting by developing a detailed 3D model of New York City buildings. This careful attention to details ensures that the movie's depictions of New York felt incredibly realistic and immersive. Now, it's time for me to share my thoughts in movies before the end of this episode. I'm sorry that it will be a short episode because the movie had just came out and I don't want to spoil too much of it. So let's get right into it. I absolutely love this movie as the others. The storyline was compelling and the character development was impressive. Every role was portrayed with such depth and shed, making the experience truly immersive. The pacing of the plots kept me on the edge of my seat, and the twists and turns were perfectly executed. I completely agree with the high rating this movie received. The narrative was captivating, and it was wonderful to see the franchise make a strong comeback. The direction, the acting, and the overall production quality were top notch. Before I dive deeper into my favorite scenes, I want to give you a quick spoiler alert. I'll be discussing specific moments and my reactions to certain lines or scenes. If you haven't seen the movies yet, then this is your cue to pause or skip ahead and watch those movies. For those who have already seen A Quiet Place Day 1, feel free to keep watching. Thank you for understanding. Now let's talk about my favorite scene. The moment was when the Death Angels went on a rampage, attacking people who made too much noise was incredibly intense. The suspense in that scene were palpable, and it really showcased the horror elements of the movie. One part that genuinely surprised me was the sheer number of these creatures, seeing most of them as an extra layer of terror and urgency to the film, making it even more thrilling. And even the other thing is something very different than you haven't seen in the other ones. So make sure to check it out in cinemas now. This wraps up today's episode of Horror Talks with Tate. I am so sorry that it has to be a short episode because the movie just came out, and like I said, I don't want to get any spoilers to you until you guys see the movie. Thank you so much for listening and discovering the new movie. I hope you all enjoy it. And if you haven't seen A Quiet Place Day 1, then please go see it in theaters. I will be back next time to tell you all about Battle of Horror, which is finally coming back again. In the next episode, I'll be talking about video game versus movie, or one of my favorite video game franchise of all times, Five Nights at Freddy's. All of you will know Five Nights at Freddy's. It's about you play as a security guard and you try to survive 5 nights from these 4 mascot animatronics. So you'll love that game if you haven't played it yet. But if you are, then I hope you are really enjoying becoming a Five Nights at Freddy's fan. Don't forget to follow, rent, and review this podcast. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Horror Talks with Tate Podcast to stay tuned for more episodes coming along and for more exciting news. Thank you for tuning in, and as always, stay spooky. And like I said in the last episode, always remember to stay completely quiet.